Hello, class. My name is Eric Fleming, and I am your instructor for Geology 101. I'm sorry I didn't get this out earlier. There was a little snafu on the technical side, but it's up and running now, and we've got it going. I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of how to access course material and talk about the extra credit assignment with the hosting and the associated rock kit information. You'll get a little video from me periodically with some heads up about what's coming up in the future weeks of the course. So let me share my screen so you guys can see this. But this is my view. It's going to be very similar to your view of the course homepage. And as a general note, D2L changes things periodically. And so this calendar widget down here, I used to have due dates work very well with it. And now the due dates haven't been working. So what I started doing is just putting the availability ends stuff in there so that you guys can see when things need to get done. That widget or the calendar helps out a lot for a lot of things. And if you click on it, it will even take you to its own calendar page. The problem people have is if I click on this and I go to try to track it down, it doesn't work very well. So when you're looking for specific content information, you just click content. Now, your first information that you guys will need is in the getting ready and going places. So you've got this guy that's overview of everything, and you're going to want to do these virtual field trips and then take these gatekeeper surveys for everything. And this is my view, so it's showing how it sets up. But on the gatekeeper survey, just answer truthfully. I use it to record a small amount of data, but it's not really much of anything. It's not graded, so you don't need to spend a ton of time on it, but it's just to kind of see things and see how long it's taken you, what interesting connections you're making, and there'll be more on that later. But then for this week, once you've done the two gatekeeper surveys, one for our cool classroom in PCC West, and that has the topographic map survey, and one for Lake Powell, which looks different now, and that's got its survey. It will open up the two units in this expedition. The first one is on science, the basic formation of the Earth's solar system stuff, and some topographic maps. And you have learning resources on everything. These guys are going to give you reading. Some of these website links are a bit old, but last I checked, they were working. And some videos. The videos are always optional, but if you like learning that way, they are available. We've also got some readings for topographic maps in there. Once you've done your poking around, you can check out this week's lab. And this week's lab does ask you to have some Play-Doh. And if you don't have Play-Doh, we can put it off for a little bit. Just let me know because you're going to build yourself a little mountain and make a topographic map out of it. And just any kind of modeling clay would work. It doesn't have to be branded Play-Doh. But you will see that there's also a camera involved, and we have our whole paragraph about it up here. But while you're going through all of the labs, we're going to ask you to use your camera to take pictures of your product a lot of times, but also use either your cell phone or your laptop's camera to record yourself. And that's at the end as we look at all the different things. You will have a video that you have to upload a link to. And I already checked, somebody's got one up there, which is great. Most of these, I'm the only person who sees, so you don't have to worry about any weirdness with that. It's just seeing you talk about the thing, and if you have it handy, you'll have your topographic map, and you can hold it up and show me. And I have a rock sample here to show you guys, and I'll make this no longer sharing, so it's a little bit there, easier to see. So we're asking you to show us what you've worked on. And I hold it up. Like it's not great to get the focus on or anything else. That doesn't particularly matter. And here you can still see that there's like some black shiny spot there. If you say it's green because it's green to you, my color balance is awfully red right now, which is not quite right. Um, I'm not grading on that. We want to know what you're seeing in the thing and what it's making you think. So if you hold up your map and your angles aren't quite right, but you have the design you made, you have your lines in there, that's really what we're looking for to check everything out. Um, so we have to also talk about the rock kits. If you're in Tucson, we have rock kits that you can borrow at all of the Pima libraries. Yeah, I think they're all of them. We got word from East and West Campus over the summer that things were updated a little bit with some changes, which is good. Um, if you are outside of the Tucson area, you do have to definitely buy one, and you might want to buy one online. You can buy them from the bookstore, direct from Flynn's website. There's also a large kind of like Facebook Marketplace contingent of where you can get them, and it's just called the Washington School Rock Kit. It's a kind of specific idea that was standardized many moons ago to get you exposure to a bunch of different rock types. We will need those in 5 weeks. So you have some time. I would order them now. The cost usually is around $100, depending on where you're getting it. I've seen cheaper on Amazon and secondhand than I have on the Flynn or school website. But that is required for the course. You definitely need to hold some rocks up and kind of point at them and show us what you're noticing on them. I'm going to leave that as it for now. I'll have some things about next week's assignment over the weekend for you guys. Oh, due dates are just rolling on Mondays so far because I do need to get an assignment every week out of you guys so I can take roll based on that assignment. So that's going to be kind of how we run things. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me an email. And I hope that you guys have fun getting started with this and that it interests you. So have a good rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing your work on Monday. Thanks.